What's up, lords and ladies? It's your boy DJ Knightrin, and in this video we're going to discuss what's in a name. What do I mean by that? What is your DJ name? Why did you choose that name? What made you came up with that name? Are you using your government name as your DJ name, or are you using an alter ego? And if you are, why that alter ego? And guess what? There's no wrong answer when it comes to this. But I think the most important thing is that story behind it, because that could actually be a selling point when it comes to getting clients or people getting to know you. So therefore, they can kind of resonate with you. You know, they kind of feel like, oh, I understand why that DJ have that name. And I really think, we don't really, sometimes I feel like we don't really take it serious. Like, to me, that history of that person's name, a name is everything, to be honest. A name is everything. When you're going, everyone's going to remember that name. So it's kind of important, like, to choose a name that represents with you, even if it's just your government name, and don't get it twisted. You don't always have to have DJ in front of your name. You don't have to, you can literally just have your name. So to give you guys an example, I'm going to use me as an example, okay? My DJ name is basically DJ Knightrin. And I came about my name not because I was starting my business, but because I wanted a different email than what my mother gave me. And back then, emails were everything. Honestly, this is when people were using dial-up, and people were like, what is that? So the way you got your email is that you get a little package in the mail, and the number one email at the time was AOL. And when we got that package, my mom decided to, oh, I'm gonna give you this name. It's cute, but the problem is that name was something they call me in the house. That's my mom's name, And I was like, I don't want that as my email, But she's like, it's cute. And it was like, I don't want it. I was highly upset. Like, I really, really wanted to change that name. And okay, to give you guys that idea, that name was Man Cub. So at the time, my email was literally mancub@aol.com. I personally didn't like it. I wanted to change it really bad. And I begged my mom and pleaded with her. And she was like, if you give me something good and you give me a reason of what to give it, I will let you go ahead and select it. Now, back then, your email says everything. It was someone alter ego. No one really used internet etiquette until like later. Okay? So when emails first came out, you could use whatever you want as your email. So I want to be very creative with my email, right? So I thought about it really hard, and I was thinking of what's very important to me, extremely important to me. And image was important to me. And I realized two things I want to be proud about was the high school I graduated from and the country I was born. And once I figured that out, I tried to figure out how can I join those two together. So the high school I graduated from was called Frank Ballou High in Southeast Washington, D.C., and they were the Knights. And then I'm from Trinidad, so I decided to put those two together. And when putting those two together, I wasn't quite sure how to pronounce it. I had an idea in my mind, but I wasn't sure. So I went to my aunt, who was a literature teacher at Howard University, and I asked her, I say, hey, aunt, how do you pronounce this word? She looked at it. She say, how do you pronounce it? And I said, Knightrin. She said, correct. I was excited. I was like, yes, okay, boom. This is my name from now on. All right, cool. So I wrote that. I took it to my mom. I explained it to her. She said, okay, that's good. And that was my email ever since. A few years later, when I decided to become a DJ, it made sense. Why go anywhere else? I'm going to use Knightrin as my DJ name. And that's how my DJ name kind of came about. Now I'm going to go a little bit in depth, and we will come right back after you guys check out this whiteboard that kind of give the same kind of explanation of what Knightrin means. All right, right back. Don't go nowhere.
DJ Knightrin.
Knightrin is a fusion of two words, Knight and Trin, and represents where he's from. It also symbolizes a history of misunderstandings. Knight represents the high school he graduated from, named Frank W. Ballou, a school that has a negative reputation for producing graduates that accomplish nothing with their lives. But that is slowly changing. Trin is for the Caribbean island where he was born, Trinidad. Knightrin came to the United States when he was 12, and one of the biggest problems he faced was a lack of global knowledge on the part of the people he met. Whenever he would mention where he was from, the automatic assumption was that it was located somewhere in Africa, Jamaica, or even the local area with the same name, which unintentionally led to close altercations with rival neighborhoods. Knightrin is pronounced Knightrin. One of the T's were dropped to make it one uniform word. However, it creates a small problem. People insist on adding an A to it, calling him Knightrin. That is wrong. Please don't add an A to the name. Knightrin is a successful Knight of Ballou High and a proud Trini.
DJ Knightrin.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is what DJ Knightrin means. I hope you guys enjoyed that little clip. I'm trying something a little different, trying to spice it up. But yes, that's what DJ Knightrin mean. That's what's in the name, And I'm super proud of that. It's always a talking piece when it comes to just my name alone. So that's how I came up with my name. That's what's in my name, DJ Knightrin. What is in your name as a DJ? You know what? Let's do something a little different. Besides putting everything in the comments, I still want you to do that. Put in your comment, what is your name? How you came up with that name. But I want you to tag some people. Right? We're going to tag Cleveland Terry because Cleveland Terry have a very interested name, right? And a lot of people are confused. So hit him up and say, hey, you need to do a video. What's in your name? Okay? Let him also do a video on that because you'll be surprised how many people get his name wrong. You know what? Let's just go ahead and do these guys. I want everyone to go to these DJs comments, okay, and hit them up and say, hey, we want you to do a video called What's in the Name. Hashtag What's in the Name. Hit every YouTube DJs up. That would be DJ Bar. That would be Wick Webb. That would be J Book. DJ Mojo. Saving the city one party at a time. I had to say that. That's how he says it. Hit up these DJs and let them know yo, how you came up with your name. And everyone that do this, man, hashtag what's in a name. Hashtag what's in a name. Let's go ahead and get a better understanding of how people come up with their names. So therefore we give the younger generation an idea of when they decide to put their name on, they have an understanding and they love their name and it's a stamp of who they are and what they're trying to do in the future. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this was my video. I forgot to tell you guys to do? Like and subscribe. And if you haven't already, put a notification on so you could know every time I post. I need to start doing that in the beginning, but yeah. So ladies and gentlemen, I will see you next time. Peace.